It's your girl Jay Jai. Welcome back to my channel. If you're loyal and returning, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Jay. In this video, we're going to be doing something a little different than all my other pack with me's. We're gonna be doing a story time, y'all. So let me tell y'all about the time that we almost, when I say we, I mean me and my best friends. Y'all, why we almost got abducted when we went to Las Vegas for my 24th birthday. It's not funny. It's funny now. Like, you could look back at it now and laugh, but then it was not funny. All right. So, we had plans to go to Las Vegas last year in August for my birthday. And mind you, this, like, when we planned everything, it was way before the pandemic and everything had started. So, basically, we had already found events like on Eventbrite. We had already found stuff that we want to do, places we wanted to go, such as like the Grand Canyon and stuff. So we had already prepaid, and like all of the events, we had already scheduled it out. So once the trip came, we already had everything set for what we were going to do. So then the pandemic happened, and some of the events like emailed us prior saying, your event is canceled, and some did not. Anyways, one night, I can't remember what night it was, but I think it was like our third day there, maybe. We had an event planned for this club called the Teo Nightclub, and it's in this really huge casino slash mall slash hotel type thing. Like, y'all, the place is huge. I can't remember what it's called, but if you just look at like Teo Nightclub, you'll know what I'm talking about. But regardless, got dressed or whatever to go to the Teo nightclub, and Uber dropped us off. They dropped us off like at the bottom, like they dropped us off at the Uber drop off spot. So it was at the bottom of the casino slash hotel slash mall type thing. So we had to, take the escalators or whatever and walk a lot to get to where we were going. So, matter of fact, I think it was like my birthday. No, it was my birthday night. That makes it even worse. Oh my gosh. But anyways, so it's my birthday night. So I'm dressed up. I got on the dress. I have on heels, and my other friend, she has on heels too, but one of them did not. Anyway, so we done walked all throughout this mall, y'all. We done got to the Teo nightclub. Tell me why it's pitch black. I walk up and I'm like, what's going on? Yo, the place is closed. Which, okay, I take some responsibility. I should have like called them before to, double check to see if they were open, and if they weren't, made a different plan. But we were just having so much fun to where we were just doing everything that we already had planned and then adding like additional things in. So it was it wasn't something like, let me just call to make sure they were closed, because like I said, everything else had called us in advance to tell us they were closed. So yeah, so the place was closed, and we're just like, what are we about to do? So we're like, okay, let's call an Uber so we can leave out of this place and, go to another spot. So before we went to call the Uber, because the Ubers get there like mad quick. So before we went to call the Uber, we wanted to make sure that we were in the Uber pickup area so they can just, pick us up, because y'all already know how Ubers are. If you're not there and you have them waiting for X amount of time, they'll pull off and leave you. Like, they ain't right for that. But so we were trying to go back out of the place, and we saw like at the top, because it was on the top floor. So we saw on the top floor there was like an exit way where you can go out, and it was towards the street. So it was like, y'all, let's just go out this way, it'd be quicker. So we went out that way. Huge mistake. We went out that way, y'all, and it was like the street was there, like the strip, but there was a barrier. So like the barrier, there was no sidewalk by the barrier. Like, you literally were like in that area, and you had to go out whichever way you came. So I don't know what had crossed our mind to not just go back inside, but the place was so big, like we had really got lost from going outside. We had walked all the way down where the barrier was, because there were like two ends to this big mall place. So we walked all the way down to the right, And we was like, maybe we can get out this way. Walked all the way down, y'all, in hills. There was no exit. So we walked all the way back up, going towards like the mall again. But the way we were going, it was like an outside area. So then we were like, let's just keep going straight because this outside area is right here by the strip. There should be a way to get to the street from there. Terrible mistake, y'all. Terrible. So we don't walk all the way up there, okay? It's a casino on the left, and the barrier is still going. You can't get to the strip. You can't even get to a sidewalk on the strip to like get to walk on the strip. So we were just like, what? Confusion has struck. We were just so confused and it was so annoying. So as we were walking, something just told me, like, I be having these intuitions and they're almost like 8 times out of 10, they're never wrong. But regardless, something just told me to look back. So I turned around and I saw this sketchy man. He was like, I don't want to stereotype him, but y'all, he looked homeless because when you go to Vegas, like, everybody looks a certain way. Like, people are dressed up or, dress nicer. He didn't really look like he was vacationing. He looked like he probably lived there and he just didn't look right. So I looked back and I saw him. So I was just like, okay, Jay, just mind your business and keep going. But then something was like, Jay, you need to turn back around again and you need to look again. So I turned back around again and he's like right on us. Like, he's probably 2 to 3 feet behind us. And I'm like, nah, something ain't right. So I'm still walking and it's like 30, 45 seconds later, I like look at my peripheral and I see him. And so that's when immediately I whisper to my friends and I'm like, y'all, I think this guy is following us. And then they're like, who? Don't be obvious, but the guy behind us. So I was like, look, let's step over right here to the side because it was a bus waiting area. And it was a bus there, but the buses were closed. So it's not like we could just get on the bus. So we just went to the bus waiting area. And when I tell you, y'all, we stopped at that bus waiting area, that guy stopped with us. He was not right directly on us, but we stopped in the bus waiting area. He stopped 2 feet behind us. I was like, nah. At that point, I was aggravated because I'm like, I'm walking in these hills. My feet wasn't hurting or anything, but it was just like, I'm walking in these hills. This man is following us, and it's not about to go down like how you thinking, sir. I don't care where we are. So my friends, they had turned around and they saw him, and my best friend Jessica, she had got mad. She was like, oh no, I got time today. She was like, I'll fight somebody, da da da. And I was like, y'all, let's just walk off. And where we were walking, like I said, it was a casino on the left, and then it was like going back in towards the mall. So I was like, let's just walk. If he keeps following us, we're gonna cut left and go into this casino. So when we started walking off, he started walking off, started following us. So my best friend Jessica, she was getting more and more mad. Like, I'll fight him, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, no, stick to the plan. Let's keep going. Let's cut left into the casino. So as soon as we got into the second entrance of the casino, we cut left. And then I was like, let's go to the women's bathroom. He can't follow us in there. And let's just stay there for 5 minutes or so. So we go to the women's bathroom. We stayed there, and I'm like telling them, calm down. Like, yeah, it was scary, but just calm down. We all together. It'll be fine. Blah blah blah. So, after 5 minutes or so passed, we go out, and there was like no sign of him. So it was like, okay, cool. So we was like, maybe we could just get back to the Uber pickup area because the Uber drop off and the Uber pickup area was in 2 separate spots. That was the issue. So if we would have went back to the Uber drop-off area, which we had done the day before, the Uber woman yelled at us and was like, this is drop-off only. We can't pick you up from here. So the issue was that we're trying to find this Uber pickup area, and we just had this creep following us. So we were like, let's just ask a casino employee how to get down to the Uber pickup area. So they told us to follow the path all the way around. Honey, the directions was just a little much, okay? So we just like, okay, whatever. So we followed a path, and it was long, like it was mad long. So at this point, like we already aggravated, and we not like mad at each other, but we're just annoyed at the situation. So like we kind of like getting like smart with each other, but we're still together nonetheless, blah blah blah. So we finally get to the end of the path of where they said to go, and it's like a exit. So we're exiting out of the spot, the venue, the big place. And we're like, okay, where's the Uber pickup area? Like there was literally no signs to the Uber pickup area. Like at the bottom, it was like a whole bunch of stores. Once we got to the bottom, they were outside stores. At the bottom, there was like a car driving area, but it wasn't an Uber pickup. So we're over here like maybe it's over here by this like circle, kind of like a roundabout type thing. We were like, maybe that's where it is. A lot of cars are coming in from this way. Let's just look to see if that's the Uber area. Y'all, we went over there. It was not the Uber pickup area. At this point, somebody was getting dropped off over there. And we was like, we asked the driver, hey, do you know where the Uber pickup area is? And then they were saying, yeah, you got to go down, like walk down this pathway. It was like so freaking confusing, y'all. Like, so where the roundabout was, there was a sidewalk or whatever, and you had to go down the sidewalk, and basically it was literally at the bottom of this big place. It was an Uber pickup area. So we finally walked down there. We finally got to the Uber pickup area, and I was just so aggravated. We didn't even know where we was going. We just like, just call the Uber so we can go back to the hotel at this point. Forget the ending of the birthday. We don't have time. No, but so we finally got down there. And side note, this has nothing to do with the story, but there was a Tesla supercharger station there, and there were some really nice Teslas. Like, okay. But anyway, so we got down there. I sat on the curb because, like I said, I was wearing heels and I was just annoyed. So then someone was like, where are we going? Where are we going? And we finally decided to go to this place, little tiki place. I can't even remember the name. But some residents at the hotel we were staying, they lived in Las Vegas, but they always go to that place or whatever. They told us to go to that spot, so we was like, okay, let's go to the tiki bar. We went to the tiki bar. It was mad fun. Like, y'all, we had so much fun. But the place was weird. Like, you had to reserve. If you didn't reserve, you got to stay in like your table for an hour, I believe, which I felt was kind of weird because if you're paying customers and you guys already fit us in here, just let us stay. We're already, buying drinks, we're buying food, like, and I guess they were saying that because of the demand, people, like, I guess had a lot of reservations. So you had to make reservations prior, blah, blah, blah. But we did not know none of this. We were just listening to the locals and, like, they were telling us, go to this spot, go to this spot. So we're like, okay, bam, we could just go. But, yeah. So they were like, your time is coming up, like 10 minutes plus or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we were like, are you guys doing any like birthday specials? And it was saying, yeah, you get a free shot and then you get a free like ice cream tiki thing. It was so good, y'all. Like the ice cream things, they had some that didn't have alcohol, but they had some with alcohol in it. So you got that free if it was your birthday. And it was like, whose birthday? It was like, it's my birthday. And then they were like, how you going to tell us it's your birthday at the end of your time on the table? But they were joking, and we was like, aha, we need extra time. So they were like, we're going to get the bartender guy over here. He'll make it for you, and then we'll give extra time to finish it or whatever. So we're just like, okay, fine. Side note, that place had a really, really nice, it was like a really nice vibe. I believe the name of it was called the Tiki Bar, if y'all want to look it up. Y'all ever go to Vegas? But it was dark in there, but there were like tiki lights everywhere, lanterns. It was very, very nice. It looked like you were in Hawaii, no kizzy. It was so nice. And then as you walk towards the bathroom, there was like a lounge chair. it had like so many cool decorations on the walls. Like everything was legit about the place. But anyway, so we finished enjoying our drink, and then we left. So we was like, what's the next spot? What's the next spot? So then we found this Latin club, and y'all, a lot of y'all don't know, but like that's my vibe. I mean, I have like all kinds of vibes. I listen to everything. But like that, for how I was feeling that night, I was like, yes, let's go to the Latin club. You know, I want to hear some Bad Bunny, you know, Sedge, etc., etc. So we went to the club, and we took an Uber there. And once we got in, the club was like a different vibe. Everything about Vegas was different. I liked it a lot because you either had a section, like you already had a section reserved, or if you didn't, the club will sit you like in another section, which I thought was cool because nobody's standing up. It's not overly crowded to where you have to stand up and people are like just shoulder to shoulder. It was really cool. So like when we walked in, they took us up these like 3 stairs. We went to this section, and it was a vibe. Like the music was right. We had ordered some drinks. I think we ordered like some appetizers, and we were just chilling. So we minded our business, vibing, feeling the vibes. And to the right of me was this couple. It was like a Hispanic guy and some white girl, and she was like, hey, blah blah blah, and I was like, hey, like, just being friendly, I don't want to be rude. And then she's like, what are y'all down here for? No, she's like, are y'all from here? And I was like, nah, we're from South Carolina. And she was like, oh, I'm from California. And I was like, cool. And then she asked what we were down there for. I was like, it's my birthday. She was like, oh, my birthday's on, I think she said her birthday is like the 22nd or the 23rd. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, whatever. And she was like, let's take a shot for our birthday. So I'm like, cool. Whatever. So her boyfriend had bought us shots for birthday shots. So we took it. Well, he bought the shots. And how the place worked, the waitresses brought everything to the table. Like, it was weird. They were waitresses, but it was still a club, like, if that makes sense. But anyways, they brought everything to the table. And so we took our shot, and we were just chilling, like, me and my friends vibing, like, dancing or whatever. And then she was like, do y'all want to take another shot? Blah, blah, blah. And then they hadn't had any of the shots or whatever, so... Well, we only had one shot, but regardless, they hadn't had it. So we're like, okay, fine, whatever. So we had all took one. So me and my best friends, and then her and her boyfriend, we had all took a shot together. And we was like, thank y'all so much, blah, blah, blah. And we're just going on about our business, like minding our business, dancing, listening to the music, vibing. Me and my best friend Jessica started doing bachata, and it was just so fun. So when we came back to sit down, she was like, what are you guys doing after this? And we're just like, oh, we're most likely going back to our hotel, because by this time it was getting later and later in the evening. And first of all, we don't even know y'all, so yeah, no, we're going back to our hotel. And then she was like, oh, I know this guy, he's having a Airbnb party or whatever, if y'all want to come. And then she was like, matter of fact, he's here. And then she told her, like, she whispered to her boyfriend, and then her boyfriend came back with the guy. It was like some tall black dude. And I'm just like, hey. And then she was like, yeah, this is the guy I was telling you about. And she's like whispering like, yeah, he got money. And I'm just like, girl, I don't care about none of that. I don't know none of y'all people. Y'all not about to have me trying to go to no Airbnb place out here so y'all can abduct me. I almost had scary abduction earlier. Like, at this point, I'm not trusting anyone. So I'm just like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. Like, I'm just being like, not standoffish, but I'm like, yeah, that's cool. No, we're probably gonna go back to the house. Y'all know what I mean. So anyways, like, it just started getting so creepy because she was like, you want to take another shot? And I was like, nah, we're good. And then like 10 minutes later, like, her and her boyfriend was dancing, and then she like asked again, like, y'all want another shot? And I'm just like, girl, no. Like, and then at that point, it was like her and her boyfriend asking, like, do y'all want another shot? And we're like, nah, we're straight, like, we're fine. So at this point, me and my best friends, we whisper to each other like, why they being, well, Jessica's like, why they being so friendly? And Elena's just like, I don't know. And I was like, y'all, they giving me weird vibes. I don't trust it. And then Jessica is thinking like, are they trying to do something? I'm like, I don't know what they're trying to do, but I don't have time. This is creeping me out. Like, I don't like it. And I'm just like, you know, we're sticking together. Just like earlier, if anything tries to go down or not go down, we not about to deal with none of that. So I think the girl had caught the vibe because we were just like, nah, we don't want no more shots. Like, we're good. And we like went on to dancing, and we actually got up and left and I went to the bathroom. And when we came back, we like sat in another spot. And then I think that girl ended up getting like sick, or I don't know what happened to her, but she wasn't acting right. So her boyfriend ended up taking her home. But it was just some weird vibes. And I was like, oh my God, like these people trying to invite us to this Airbnb and they could abduct us and, hold us hostage and do, y'all know what people be doing with girls, And then, so, like, that was creepy. And then the situation before with the man was creepy. It was just, y'all, it was creepy. But Vegas was really, really fun. Don't let that deter you from going. But you need to be aware at all times of your situations. Like, anything could happen in a quick second. Don't ever take a drink from somebody. If they already have the drink, don't take it. Because you don't know. They could have put something in it. Always have, like, we had the waitresses come, where you order with them and they come with your drinks, and that way like, okay, it was made at the bar and it hasn't been in no other hands, we're fine. But yeah, just be on 10 toes, alert, aware, all times, because people are crazy. So yeah, that's really pretty much my Las Vegas crazy story. Oh yeah, at this point in the video, I had got hot, y'all. I had to take that sweater off. I was packing so many packages at this point. But I really hope that y'all like this story time. I've never done a story time on this channel, actually. I'm just trying to switch it up more because I feel I don't like doing the same thing repetitively. Like, it gets boring to me. That's why I haven't really uploaded in a while. I mean, besides the fact that, I had the fruit collection launch and that was successful. So I had to, put out a lot of orders and stuff. But I've been thinking of more things that I could do. Like I said, I would like to do the vlogs. So I want to do more vlogs. But it seems as if a lot of my business videos get more attention. And I want the same attention, like, across all of my videos, if that makes sense. So it's just a little discouraging, like, when I do something I really like and then it doesn't get like that much attention, but then my entrepreneur videos get so much attention. So I just feel like I have to make entrepreneur videos all the time. And I like making entrepreneur videos, but I don't want to make entrepreneur videos 24/7. If you know what I'm saying? Like, I want my channel to be diverse. But yeah, with that being said, I'm planning on doing a Q&A within the next week or so. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment them in the comment section and I'll answer them on my video. I'm going to put up a question poll on my Instagram story as well, so that way people can ask me questions on there. And also, your assumptions about me. What's your assumptions about me? Any assumptions that y'all have? It could be anything. Like, if you don't have a question, if you have an assumption about me, put it down below or on my Instagram poll that I'll be putting up. And I'll do actually a community post as well asking these same questions. So y'all can put them in the comment box in the community post or go to my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's at Lavishly Luxe Cosmetics. If you have not shopped with Lavishly Luxe Cosmetics, what are you waiting for? Y'all, we offer the goods, okay? Everything high quality, natural, handmade, chemical free, non-toxic, the whole shebang. Period. That was a glow oil. I don't know why this part is it's not sped up. That's the All Hallows Eve lip oil. That one's discontinued if you're looking for it. Check out our discontinued section. I think a lot of people forget about the discontinued, but we have some products that we have from like old collections, you know, fall or Christmas. We have products there that are marked down 20% or so, sometimes more, and we put them in that discontinued section. So, you know, if you're not looking to spend full price on something, check out that discontinued section. All of the products are made with the same quality, so just because it's discontinued doesn't mean anything. It's just out of season, so that's why we put it there. But I hope you all really like this video. I hope you like this story time. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Put y'all reactions to that story in the comments, and I'll see y'all on my next few videos. Bye.